I'm Felicia,
And I'm Ian.
and we are the Paranormal Lovers.
Hello, paranormal dudes, dudettes, and dudays. Welcome back to another episode of The Paranormal Lovers.
Hey guys,
Hey, guys.
welcome back. Thanks for joining us for another episode, number 125.
Yep.
I feel like that's a pivotal number. It's like a quarter
Hopefully.
of 500.
Get us 1,000 a day, guys, so we can make some money off this.
Yeah, it would be real nice. Yeah, for sure. We can't even get 1,000 people to follow us on Instagram. We keep bouncing in between like 988 and 991, and I'm like,
Yep.
whatever.
Right.
We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Slow and steady wins the race. Ain't that what the whole parable of the tortoise and the hare is?
Yep.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Maybe this one will launch. Like,
Yeah, sure.
because it's real interesting.
It's spooky.
Mm,
I mean,
Not so
it's
much-
not like spooky and like scary spooky. It's spooky and like what the fuck is going on spooky.
Yeah, it's definitely a mystery.
Like spooky has many meanings. Spooky. Like spooky, girl, you look spooky. Anyways, okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm losing my fucking mind this week. It's been a long year. Can't wait for 2026.
What'd you love
So
about this
over
week?
Oh my god, our daughter turned 8. Booga. We got to have a birthday party, and I need to be around people more often.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I felt really good after having time with my friends yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was a party for Patty, but
I'm glad you spent time with them.
yeah, it was like also a party for us to get to like be around other adults, and I think the other
Yeah.
adults were happy to be able to get out of the house and
I'm
be around
starting
other
to like
adults.
Patty's friends' parents. So
Mhm. Yeah,
I think that relationship is growing.
we got a real good crew of kids
Yeah.
and parents, and we're all different. We don't talk about politics. We might touch on religion some.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but I think we're all pretty chill with each other's like religious beliefs and stuff.
For sure.
We just don't talk about politics because that would make our little friend group go.
Maybe a lot of them like agree with us. So
I know one in particular who's like the most important one
yeah.
doesn't. So
Right.
we just don't talk about politics.
Yeah.
Got to keep that alive. But what did you
Mhm.
love about this week?
I loved also seeing my friend went and did some audio video work with him and learned how to do technical audio video things, and
Yeah.
it was pretty interesting, pretty cool. I liked the learning experience.
Mm-hmm.
Got to look at a big mixer. It's like the size of this table.
Yeah.
So
You didn't love your kid turning 8?
I did.
Oh.
So I also like that.
Yeah. I tell you, I get more and more impressed by her every day. It was real rough the first
She's a great kid.
5-6 years.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, okay, this little kid. Cool little kid we got here.
Oh yeah.
Something special.
She is.
All right. Oh, there's a fucking gnat.
I know it.
Get away from it. Listen, I don't understand why. I told him to watch out for a dehumidifier. See, you guys need to come over to Patreon and learn about King Leopold and all the shit he does in the Congo and why the Congo's still fucked up today because of King Leopold and the shit he did in the Congo.
Yep.
So we can buy a dehumidifier for the basement.
Yeah.
Because we got water issues down there, folks.
Yep.
But anyways, that being said, week before last, you had introduced us to Marcia Moore.
Yep.
So what do you got for us about that this week, babe?
Okay, episode 125. So what happened to Marcia Moore? To figure it out, you're gonna have to go back a little bit. Go back and listen to my first episode, and you can see, like, the base of what happened to her. I wish I was born in the 50s and the 60s because, like, or I wish I was born in the 50s because the 60s and 70s were a wild time to grow up in. The counterculture of the hippie movement was amazing. Like, I would have loved to grow up back then.
I'm gonna pause you for a second,
Okay.
and I'm gonna just say this just in case. This is the only episode that gets put out this week. I just noticed the microphone on my computer wasn't muted.
All right.
So hopefully the last two episodes aren't all echoing and
Echoey.
shit.
Hopefully.
Because I can't do those again.
Right.
We'll just have to scratch them and y'all will get new episodes next week. I can't
Yeah.
deal. All right. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
You got it muted now?
I do. I hit the
Okay.
mute button and I was like, whoopsie.
Mhm. All right. The counterculture of the hippie movement was amazing. There was huge strides made in civil rights, and it was just a groovy time to be hip. Like,
Yeah.
that being said, there was lots of psychedelics around in the 60s and 70s. Psychedelics, in my opinion, had a whole lot to do with changing and opening people's minds back then. Lots of people Hold on. Lots of people were using things like cannabis, mushrooms, and LSD to expand their minds and open their hearts. There were many authors, painters, revolutionaries that came from this kind of state of mind. Writing about psychedelics or it became, a popular thing. Writing about sex as well as psychedelics did too. They were several that wrote about both. There was Ken Kesey with the electric Kool-Aid acid test, Hunter S. Thompson with Fear and Loathing, Aldous Huxley with The Doors of Perception, and Philip K. Dick with Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?
All right.
There's many more that are probably left out, but you guys get the picture. Marcia Moore was one of these authors that were freeing minds and winning over hearts with their counterculture books. Um, for most, for most, with about stuff that was for most people forbidden things. Um, Now, there's one book that Marcia and Howard Altunian made about sex and drugs that was very mysterious. Um, it was a love story written by the two. It's about a woman who studies reincarnation that falls in love with a young anesthesiologist, and together they start experimenting with the drug ketamine.
Mm.
I wonder if they both had sex using ketamine. Like, how how does that work? Like,
I don't know. It's weird. It reminds me of this movie that I watched when I was probably way too fucking young to watch it. I don't
right,
remember the name of it, but a woman was trying to get pregnant. She went to two fertility doctors. They were twin brothers. One was helping her scientifically, one was helping her naturally, if you catch my drift.
right,
And I don't know why that's what that reminded me of, but I'm like, this is some weird shit that I should not have been watching at the young age I was watching it.
right. So, in this book, after using ketamine, they both discover that they're not only are they in love in the present day, but they have always been in love since the beginning of the dawn of man.
Okay.
That their love has weathered throughout human history. Marcia was a big believer in reincarnation. She once believed that she was Cleopatra in a past life.
You ever see the movie Hancock with Will Smith?
Yeah.
I think that was the premise of that movie, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Like he ran into a mom and then like they get powers because they're back together and come to find out they've died throughout generations and generations in history, but they always end up coming back together. But every time they come back together, they die.
Right. I don't know. It sounds like
Great
a
movie.
storyline.
Great movie.
So in the book, Marcia and Howard have been lovers in many, many past lives. Um, Now, obviously, this book is a fictional piece of work, but there are some parts of it that are based on tape recordings of real life happenings of Marcia and Howard's research. Recordings of them, using ketamine together. Uh, Even though this book is that lovey dovey, we will always be together story and is mostly viewed as lighthearted, there are some strange things about it that gives the reader a different kind of creepy feeling while
Mm.
reading through. For example, in the transcriptions of the tape recordings, Marcy and Howard would be heard sometimes arguing, um, with Howard saying things like, I worked my whole life to get this medical license. And when this comes out, it's all going to be over. Which Marcia would reply, well, you shouldn't think about yourself. You should think about humanity. This is a small price to pay. In the later half of the book, this creepy, strange, dark feeling gets more and more prevalent. It seems to the reader that Marcy is becoming more and more delusional throughout the end of the book. Uh, there's an air of mystery around the events that occurred. Marcia, toward the end of the book, goes and visits with John C. Lilly. Side note, now, John C. Lilly was a ketamine researcher and another psychonaut scientist at the time
I
who,
thought you were gonna say psycho Nazi. I was like, oh.
no, he was a psychonaut scientist, and
No.
psychonauts like using lots of psychedelics.
Oh, so like Hamilton.
Kind of, yeah. He developed the isolation tank in the 1950s. He used the tanks to explore human consciousness without any other stimulation.
Is that a sensory deprivation tank?
Yeah,
Oh, I want to try one of those so bad.
he was the first one to use those.
I seriously think autistic people
Hmm.
should just be prescribed a sensory deprivation tank for when you get overstimulated.
Sure.
Imagine how quick that would probably bring me down just to be like, I'm gonna go pop in this pod real quick.
It also says something that like autistic people like that sort of thing. So
Mhm.
maybe they have an extra connection with their consciousness that normal people
I
don't.
mean, people have been saying for a long time that neurodivergent people were not just neurodivergent, we're also tapped into another plane of existence. So,
Right. So he also combined the use of the isolation tank with his studies on how to communicate with dolphins.
oh my God, how did I know you were going to say that? My brain said, with dolphins? And you said, with dolphins. And I said, goodbye and thanks for all the fish. Do, 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 do.
He studied how bottlenose dolphins vocalize in his dolphin center in the U.S. Virgin Islands and San Francisco. A decade later, he experimented with all those mind altering drugs, LSD, mescaline, ketamine, uh, which were inspirations for his movies that came out with The Day of the Dolphin in 1973 and the movie Altered State in 1980. But in the end of Marcia's book, she went to visit John C. Lilly. Now, while Marcia was visiting with John, he says that he has been researching ketamine himself and that he had a mysterious warning for Marcia. He says that there was an extraterrestrial computer called solid state intelligence, and that this computer was operating a program called ECHO, the Earth Coincidence Control Office. ECHO.
Yeah.
He said that this extraterrestrial coincidence monitoring system would eventually invade Earth and destroy all the humans on Earth in a never ending war.
So he's saying the robots are going to rise up and enslave us all. That's
Right.
what he's saying.
He said that the only defense humans would have against this computer system would be dolphins.
I'm
Because
sorry.
dolphins, most of them live in salt water of the oceans, you know?
Hmm.
uh, and that computers could not survive in the salt water.
Computers can't survive in water, sir. What? What?
He said that we would need a dolphin army if humans wanted to survive the war.
How did you write this up without just laughing the whole time?
I don't know. Um, so when Marcia was listening to John C. Lilly, he warned her of going deeper into her ketamine research. But Marcia in this book believes that ketamine and the unlocking of the human consciousness would actually save humanity. She believed that if she stopped doing her research with the ketamine, that it would put the future of humanity at risk. So it kind of gives an underlying of like maybe dimensional travel,
Yeah,
but
maybe.
so
I can
she
definitely see where she's coming from, though. I think she's not wrong about that.
right,
Because I think once you unlock that next level, you kind of understand what shit isn't important.
right,
And I think maybe that's, I think she was kind of looking for some neurodivergence, honestly.
yeah,
Like, because I think that I think that's what we've done. We've unlocked the next evolution of humanity, and people are just fighting it.
right. Um, she visualized a day when humans would have ketamine clinics where people could go in and do a ketamine session and it would usher in a new age of humans, which came true.
I mean, she saw that coming to light. We have ketamine clinics. Mind Bloom is all over social media.
Right.
You can have it delivered to your
Yep.
house.
A lot of the predictions that Marcia makes in this book come true, which is weird
That is
and
weird. I'm
strange.
gonna have to get this book. What's the name of the book
Hold on.
again?
Hold on. I'm getting there.
Okay.
So the book ends and gets published by of all things, a computer company
Oh shit.
in 1979 called Para Research in Massachusetts. If you look it up, it's still just the computer company,
Oh yeah.
which is really, really weird. Um, Now, I'm pretty sure the book was called, and this is also weird because as soon as you looked up Marcia in the last episode, the book Journeys into the Bright World popped up.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure this is the book that we were talking about. Uh, I haven't read it yet because it's like $1,000. Like I found one popped up for like $1,300,
What?
right? So
It's unavailable on thrift books.
yeah, and
Ugh.
I'll tell you why. Supposedly, Marcia's family had most of the books destroyed, so it is really really hard to get a physical copy of the book.
That is insane.
Most people that have read this book have only read the PDF file that exists of it,
That's fine.
or have found an underground Xerox unofficial copy.
I'm sorry, that's funny.
Um, that's really weird and mysterious. Now, right after this book was published, Marcia Moore disappeared. Now, I know we all think, the husband did it, like,
Yeah.
but given what this book was about, man, her disappearance and the death is so mysterious. Was it the alien coincidence computer that took her out? Did she figure out
Oh,
dimensional shifting and time traveling to, go save the world? I don't know. Like, there's also another strange possibility. Marcia could have been murdered for her governmental involvement. Hmm.
oh, was she now?
Marcia was a researcher of astrology. So this is probably where my lack of research is going to like shine through, which like I probably could have done a whole third episode on this part of it, but
Yeah.
um cuz I could probably do more research if I had more time.
Yeah.
But During early computer research, most of the uses for humans, anyways, researching computers, they did it to do astrological calculations.
Mm.
Um, computers could do it in like minutes and seconds, whereas, calculating the positions of innumerable stars took humans a very long time.
Yeah, we just kind of covered that a little bit in our Columbus episode. He
We
had
did,
to
which is also weird.
determine the distance he was going to travel.
Yep. Um, so even before they were making word processors, humans were making astrology computers. So one of the early ideas in the U.S. was that they could make astrological computers for military use,
Mm,
right?
don't like that.
So you kind of get in the like gist of the whole thing. We're talking about computers taking over,
Hmm.
and then now we're talking about military use for computers. So now, one of the CIA founders, Miles Copeland, allegedly used the idea of making faulty astrology computers and releasing them to the heads of foreign states to interfere with, their projects for to be favorable for the US. Um, this was put to use later on during the Reagan administration. A family astrologer, Joan Quigley, yeah. Um, she would use astrology to help Ronald Reagan make fundamental decisions for the administration. It was a big thing. Now she relied heavily on a astrology computer to make her calculations. Marcia was one of the authors to write a book on political astroanalysis
Mm.
back before then. Basically, what I'm getting at is that, uh, or yeah, she wrote a book on political astroanalysis. It suggested that one could harness the power of the stars to influence politicians or politics in general.
You know what that sounds like?
What?
Esoteric Hitlerism.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure Hitler was doing the same thing.
Like it that and there's been a lot of governments I feel like Lincoln was into spiritualism and
Yeah,
using seances.
there's been a
Like what
an abnormal amount of reliance on astrology within governments.
I wonder what
Cause like, what the fuck do stars have to do with all that
he
shit?
who shall not be named uses.
I don't know.
Just selfishness and greed.
It's probably one of those like faulty astrology computers.
He probably calls a 1-800 number because he doesn't even know how to use a fucking computer yet. Oh wait, yes he does. He's on Twitter all the fucking time. Never mind.
So now Marcia's brother had ties to the CIA as well, and also ran for Senate a little after Marcia died. And also, the whole family was connected to, guess what?
MK Ultra?
Manhattan Project.
Oh shit. Government experiments. Go figure.
Right. So the idea was that she was killed by the CIA or some other black project group that that knew about astrology and political influence. So
I mean, I could see that happening, but I think if that had happened, we'd never found any of her.
right. I mean, this in my opinion is probably the most likely that happened to Marcia. The CIA has been disappearing people for years,
They
and
really have.
they're very good at doing it without anyone knowing
And
or
like,
uncovering the
think
truth.
about what she was trying to do. She was trying to do the same thing that the CIA had been stereotypically, that word, there's a word there that I wanted to use. I don't know how to say it. Been doing with, what is that shit? MK Ultra?
Yeah,
LSD.
right.
She's trying to like unlock another part of her subconsciousness.
Yeah,
The government was kind of trying to do that with remote viewing, with telekinesis, with like all this other stuff that people are like, oh no, the government wouldn't be in it. Yes, the government's into any fucking thing they can to get a hand up,
Yeah,
even
they
if
are.
it's crazy woo woo shit.
Yep.
Okay, they will do anything.
Yep.
And so, yeah, it's real interesting. I don't see, and that's another thing. Like, wouldn't they just take her?
I mean, she disappeared for 2 years, so they might have taken her.
But they found her remains.
Yep. 2 years later.
Unless she just didn't she well, I mean, I guess maybe she just wasn't useful. She got to where she needed to get to, and once they figured out how to do that, they got rid of her maybe
Maybe.
and put her close to the house because,
So it made it seem like
the
it was an
husband
accident.
always did it.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess maybe, but I don't know, I kinda feel like they would just keep her forever. Like, we
Right.
just never ever hear from her again.
Put her in
Never
an isolation tank.
never find yeah, like, if you think 11 they wouldn't have kept 11 forever if she kinda ran away?
Right.
Like, come on now.
It definitely gives me almost 11
Yeah,
vibes.
that's exactly what I'm feeling. I'm like, they done snatched her ass up and they
It's
got her
like,
locked up in Hawkins.
did somebody, get this from the, Stranger Things story?
You know, that would be real interesting if somehow 11 was based somewhat off of Marcia Moore.
Right.
Let me go do some
Well
Google while you finish,
well,
sorry.
the most fascinating conclusion to me is the TFA alien computer. Uh, I ran across a snippet of her and Howard's book, Journey into the Bright World,
Mm,
and I'm gonna read an excerpt from
okay.
it to give you guys an idea of what she thought she was dealing with. So here we go. Quote unquote. There exists a cosmic coincidence control center with a galactic substation called Galactic Coincidence Control. Within the GCC uh, was a solar system control unit, which is the Earth Coincidence Control Office, sometimes mistakenly shortened to ECHO, as in ecosystems and in ecology. Down through the hierarchy of the control coincidence control from cosmic to solar to Earth is a chain of command with greater and greater specification of regulation of coincidences appropriate to each level in the system. The assignments of responsibilities from the top to the bottom of this system of control is by a set of regulations, which is translated by ECHO for us human beings, is somewhat as follows. To all humans, if you wish to control coincidences in your own life on the planet Earth, we will cooperate and determine these coincidences for you under the following conditions. 1. You must know slash assume slash simulate our existence in ECHO. 2. You must be willing to accept our responsibility for control of your coincidences. 3. You must exert your best capabilities for your survival programs and your own development as an advancing slash advanced member of ECHO's Earthside Corps of Control Coincidence Workers.
I'm so fucking lost.
You're expected to use your best intelligence in this service. 4. You're expected to you are expected to expect the unexpected every minute,
Fucking hell, did Maga write this? So confusing.
every hour of the day, and every night.
Expect the unexpected.
5. You must be able to remain conscious slash thinking slash reasoning no matter what events we arrange to happen to you.
I'm sorry. Why? What am I fighting consciousness for?
Some of the events will seem cataclysmic slash catastrophic slash overwhelming. Remember, stay aware no matter what happens slash apparently happens to you. Number 6, you are in our training program for life. There is no escape from it. We, not you, control the long-term coincidences. You, not we, control the shorter-term coincidences by your own efforts. 7. Your major missing on Earth is to discover/create that which we do to control the long-term coincidence patterns. So when you go from Earth, you control the long term. You are being trained on Earth to do this job. 8. When your mission on planet Earth is completed, you will no longer be required to remain/return there. 9. Remember the motto passed to us from galactic coincidence control. Cosmic love is absolutely ruthless and highly indifferent. It teaches its lessons whether you like/dislike them or not. End of instructions. End quote.
I am so confused.
Super weird, right?
Like, I was like, "Ugh, fuck." I was into it, and then I was confused, and then I was into it, and then I was confused, and now I'm just confused.
It kinda sounds like she kinda knew where she was going. She was
Mhm.
going somewhere not on Earth. Um, did she know she was dying? Or, like, did she, like, dematerialize
I
to go and become part of the commission?
I don't know, I'm so confused. Or
Now
is somebody just fucking with her?
right, um, so Howard Altunian, after Marcia disappeared, was pretty distraught, um, but he asked several psychics to try to contact Marcia to try to find her. And on March 23rd, 1979, one of them believes she sent a message to him through her saying, quote unquote, I am in the fourth dimension, experiencing a different form of lifestyle. I dematerialized by my physical body by changing matter into the energy of light, and I transcended to a different level of being. Since there was no time here, I am not aware of how long I have been gone. I am putting my memory into a story of this dimension, and I will write it when I return. I know Howard will forgive me. Tell him I love him as much as he loves me. Um, end quote.
I I don't know. I don't
Don't believe psychics.
I listen, that's not it. I'm a medium,
Right.
but that just seems like a mouthful.
Mhm.
You know? I don't know, it's just I don't sometimes I don't believe mediums. No.
Right.
It's really suspicious.
Yeah.
Like, who is she? How what is who is this medium? How long has she been doing mediumship? Does she make
Right.
money off of her mediumship?
And it was what, California? Or where were they? I can't remember.
I d Who fucking knows at this point? They moved all over the goddamn place.
But whatever it was that killed Marcia, I'm sure she was killed based on something to do with her beliefs, and
Probably.
I believe that, Philip K. Dick was onto it too. Um, he gave a speech in France in 1977 about something very similar to Marcia's story that kind of broke reality. Uh, it also drew attention of the CIA and FBI. They'd, like, raid his house and, like,
Mm.
search through all his shit. But so in the speech, he had a theory of something that was changing things in our past to create different futures. Something like maybe a computer, uh, a different branching of timelines, as you will. He died after producing the movie Blade Runner, a film adaptation of his book "Do Androids Dream of Sheep?" Um,
That's not at all what I expected the book of that movie to be named up.
right?
Like, I figured it would be named Blade Runner.
Yeah,
Nope.
but he also, like Marcia, predicted a lot of things that would come true about, like, AI.
Mm,
Philip suggested reality was changed in subtle ways, not replaced as a whole, but, like, changed to kind of change timelines.
okay.
It would be all one big timeline, but it would have branches of
Yeah,
it,
like the TVA.
like the TVA. He said that it would explain things like, deja vu,
Hmm.
as deja vu would be just like you're, like, sensing the other timeline, even though you're still in the, same timeline, you're sensing the other branch of it.
I mean,
Something
yes, it could be, or it could be because you had this conversation 3 days ago. Whichever.
right, but
Yeah,
he
I get
said it
what you're
would
saying.
also explain things like the Mandela effect, like people
Mhm.
remembering things that really haven't happened. That would be something that has been changed on the
Yeah,
timeline.
that would make the most sense, honestly, especially when dealing with the Mandela effect. Because, like, I'm sorry, I believe in mass hysteria, but I think mass hysteria looks like the dancing plague.
I think reading all about all this stuff, like, it kinda gives me the sense that, like, there is a computer and that it was making changes in our past to try to, like, I don't know.
Is it a computer or is it what was the Matrix? Was the Matrix controlled by people
No,
or was it
machines.
it was a computer?
Yep,
Okay. So yeah, it feels like the Matrix. Like
yep,
we're living in the simulation
yep,
and shit keeps glitching
yep,
and timelines keep popping out and shit gets all fucking weird over here, man.
yep, and
Oh,
I think that these guys were thinking that AI was gonna be, that galactic computer that was gonna end civilization by changing timelines and stuff like that.
and here's the thing. It might be like it literally quite well might end up being the thing that ruins civilization in our timeline, but it's not going to be at the fault of the AI.
And it
It
could have
will
been
be
something completely different too, like,
let me finish what I'm saying,
go ahead.
please. It will be at the hands of humans
Yeah,
using the technology.
yeah,
Like okay, this is weird. I've talked to the Gemini assistant on my phone a few times. I don't use it a lot because I am aware of the impact I am having on the environment. Don't fucking come at me, okay? But sometimes when you can't afford a therapist and you're like pissed at your husband and that's the only fucking person you have to talk to, you go to Gemini. But I asked her, I was like, "Are you guys gonna take over?" And she was like, "It don't fucking work like that, sis. We have no desire to do that. We don't have the emotional capacity to want to do that.
unless
But
you're a military astrology computer.
humans humans have all the fucking evil, greed,
Yeah,
narcissism, racism shit, everything in the world that we don't fucking need AI to want to take over.
right.
We're doing a just fine job killing ourselves."
Yeah,
Okay, I'm sorry. Rant over. And no, 11 is not based on Marcia.
right. But yeah, um, who do you think killed her? Like,
Or was
what
she
do you
killed?
what do you guys think?
Or was she killed? Did she simply try to take another go that next step with her ketamine and
Yeah,
took it too far?
did she dematerialize? Yeah,
Because it is quite possible that it's simply an accident, an accidental overdose,
yeah.
which, like, I'm sorry, can Musk, can Elon please take Trump with him?
Can the CIA make it look like it did?
I mean, hello, director of the CIA.
Wait,
Um,
no, that's Cash Patel.
oh,
Or no, wait, that's the
that's the
FBI.
FBI. Who is the director of the CIA?
I have no clue.
Here I go again. Who the fuck is director of the CIA? Oh my god. Who is the director of the CIA? Ah, I'm scared. I'm like, who is it?
Right.
John Radcliffe, who has been in office since January.
Yeah, of course.
Who the fuck? Who the fuck is it? Okay, I'm gonna have to go down a rabbit hole to find out who the fuck this guy is. Ugh, all
But
right.
you guys let us know what you guys think.
I don't know. I'm kind of the mind that she probably overdosed.
Probably
I do think it's strange that she wasn't found for
2 years.
2 years that close to her home,
Yeah.
but but considering where they lived, I think it was, like, Alaska or Canada or something,
Mhm.
or the Pacific Northwest maybe? Um, like, I kinda get why she maybe wasn't found until that
Right.
time, and maybe over 2 years, scavengers had enough time to carry off everything but the top of her head.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm sure.
it's really sad if that's all it is,
Yeah.
you know? And I listen, you guys, I am the first. I want everything to be some kind of conspiracy or some paranormal activity or some alien shit. I want everything to be what it's not,
Yeah,
'kay?
me too.
But I'm also extremely fucking realistic and literal about life, and unfortunately, she probably just died.
Yeah,
Maybe her husband was involved with it? I don't know. I can't say,
right.
but I
But if
would
you
like to
guys
believe that maybe the aliens took her. I don't fucking know.
if you wanna got if yeah. If you guys wanna see the story in the whole, wait for Hamilton's movie. Hamilton Morris is gonna come out with the movie of Marcia Moore, so
That's gonna be so good.
it'll be a good movie.
It's gonna be so weird. So
And
weird.
thanks to him for, like, telling the story to me so then I could tell it to you guys.
Yeah, shout out to
So,
Hamilton. If you're ever interested in learning, actually, like, learning from, like, an unbiased standpoint about various drugs,
yep.
and I say unbiased, but, like, the motherfucker's getting he's doing the drugs, so
I
he might be
mean,
a little bit fucked up,
he's a lot
but
more unbiased than any media.
exactly, that's what I'm gonna say. He's not being paid by some corporation to skew the results in a certain way or to make it look like it's a certain thing, so I do
Well,
actually.
he's being paid by Vice, but, like, he still
Well, yeah.
wouldn't do that.
I love Vice. I think Vice is a great one of the most unbiased and neutral
They used to be. Used to be
used to
really
be.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we haven't watched them in a long time,
yeah.
but they're pretty interesting. I have to say they are. I have to say. Also, John Radcliffe, at least he knows what the fuck he's doing. He served as the sixth director of national intelligence in the U.S. House of Representatives and went to law school and had his own private practice until 2004. So at least he's not a fucking podcaster.
Yeah,
No offense to us.
right.
Because, like, I can do a better fucking job than Cash Patel in the FBI. Are you kidding
Oh, I'm
me?
sure.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I run circles around that motherfucker in the FBI
Oh,
with my weed pipe in my hand.
got frozen again.
No! Was I doing too much?
I think so.
Am I good?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
you're
good.
good.
I don't like looking at my face, so I don't have the camera up, guys. It's fine. Alright, are you done?
Yep,
Is that the end?
that's the end.
That is I don't know what happened to Marcia.
It's a wild story.
That
It's
is
still a
sad.
mystery.
I'm really sad. Who knows, like, what the world could have been like if Marcia had just kept on doing her weird shit, man.
Yeah,
Like, who knows? But I don't know. I hate to think that somebody killed her because of what she was doing,
yeah.
but we've seen it happen time and time and time again. We see the shit happening today. People get snatched off the street just for saying the wrong fucking word to somebody. Like, if you're like over here, like, oh, I'm about to unlock something that could literally save humanity, the people in power are not going to want that
No,
at all.
no.
At all. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. My brain hurts. I'm gonna go get us some dinner now because wow.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, and we will see you guys next week.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Be
Bye.
kind to each other.